Hey, hey, hey. Vlog number 5. What are we going to talk about today? Oh, first, album. What are we cranking up, man? Fucking Into Cold Darkness by Vital Remains. Hell yeah. No, not much of an insert there. Look at that cool design, though. Look at that fucking werewolf and shit. That's art right there. I guess we got like a tornado warning or something. It's raining real hard outside. So don't be driving. I'm glad I'm home. I got the day off right now. So we're just hanging out. I'm hanging out with the pets. My partner is at work. So yeah, later on I'll have to do laundry. Don't you hate that? On your day off you have to do chores? That's one of the worst things in the world. Whatever. What else am I up to? Oh, let's talk about Vital Remains. I like this album a lot, Into Cold Darkness. I like Dawn of the Apocalypse. I like Forever Underground. I have every album on vinyl. The only album I don't have on CD is Dechristianized, and it's out of print. I had it in my old collection that I sold a long time ago, so it is what it is. And I've seen Vital Remains like 5 or 6 times. I lost count. I saw them when they had their old vocalist Scott Willie. Apparently that guy was a maniac. He's dead now. There's that video of him freaking out, having a mental breakdown in Rhode Island somewhere, and he's punching stop signs and shit. It's crazy. He was always cool when I met him. I got a cool story though. I bumped into Vital Remains after they did the show with Cannibal Corpse. I saw him at the truck stop. And Scott Willie, the vocalist at the time, he was getting something. I was getting something to drink. And I just casually said, "Hey, good show tonight." And he was stoned as shit on something. I don't know what. But he looks at me and he goes, "Hey, man, the bitches at the show are pretty ballin' tonight. Where's the fucking party at? Where's the girls at?" And Tony Lazzaro was there buying a sandwich. So yeah, Tony Lazzaro was like the only OG member in that band. It's been that way for a long time. I never got to see them when they had old Dave Suzuki in their band, unfortunately. He writes all this stuff, right? He's like the lead, one of the best lead guitarists in the world, I think. I seriously think that. But yeah, Tony Lazzaro's sick now. So there's been no Vital Remains for a while, if you haven't noticed. They used to tour a lot. Now they're just kind of gone. I only saw them once when they had their boy Brian Werner with them. That guy's a controversial figure. He likes to stir the pot, so to say. It is what it is. I saw that one time he was in the... Oh, actually, I got another Vital Remains story for you. When they came to Des Moines, Iowa, this had to be 2015, 2016, somewhere around there. Old Brian Werner was with them. I go to Des Moines, Iowa, see him, and I just decided to start a chit chat with him because I saw the video where he quit the Satanic Temple. He used to be a high priest of the Satanic Temple, and then he quit. And him and I were talking, and he said there was a lot of people that just started getting flooded with bronies and shit, and that's why he left. So yeah, there's that story, which I could see that. I don't know. The Satanic Temple, Levian Satanism. I read the Satanic Bible and I liked it a lot when I first read it. I was in a dark place at the time. I still am, but I have learned that I'm not really a fan anymore. I used to be a big fan of Anton LaVey. Not so much anymore. It feels like you're just full of dread all the time. I'm not a big fan of the Satanic Temple either. It's too much attention whores. Not really a fan of that. I get their message is cool and all, but I tried watching their documentary. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm not interested in joining a club where the after party's gonna have a bunch of fucking male strippers and ding dongs everywhere and doing rituals pouring oral oil on naked dudes. It's just not my thing. I know why they're doing it. You know, it's whatever. They're free to do it. I just don't want to attend. I'm not really into looking at naked dudes. I'm not against people who like looking at naked dudes get oil on them. Like, hail Satan. That's not really my thing. I think Aleister Crowley was into that kind of stuff too. So, it is what it is. Nowadays, I guess I'm more of a hardcore atheist. Pretty much, yeah. I had this cool Baphomet ring, though. See that? I can't zoom in. I can't focus on it. You get the gist, though. But it's only because I like what the Baphomet represents, which is basically just believing in yourself and being a cool-ass dude and not fucking with people. It represents the balance of like the male and female dynamic force. Kind of like the Star Wars force, I guess, in a way. It balances good and evil. It balances all of nature. That's what it is. It's just balance. That's what the Baphomet represents. And it makes a lot of people butthurt. No, remember that next time. When you notice anyone gets butthurt over a Baphomet image, that's how you know they're probably fucked in the head and not a fun person to be around. That's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't know how I got onto this. I guess Vital Remains led me into the satanic discussion. But yeah, nowadays, again, hardcore atheist, I say that. But sometimes I wonder, you know, I read some stuff about archons and prison planets. I don't want to get... It's all a theory at the end of the day, and that's kind of the safe space for that part when you get too deep into all this stuff. But when you think about all the harsh, negative things going on in your life, like think about every little thing, whether it's your past trauma, family issues you might have, relationship issues, work issues, issues with your hobby even, issues with, you know, did your dog die yesterday, is your cat sick, those types of issues, plus the shit you see in the news and the media that's like constantly shoved in your face. Think about all the negativity, all the bad things that is surrounding you on a day-by-day basis, and that it has been since you were born. That in my opinion, or not my opinion, the theory that I've heard is that those are what they call the Acherons taunting you so that they can make you more dreadful and miserable, depressed, sad, and they can feed off of what's called that negative energy to fuel themselves. It's wild. Again, this is just all a theory though, so who knows if this is real or not. It's pretty badass to think about, though. Fucking weird, giant, like, demon aliens are basically just putting you on this earth on purpose for you to suffer. Think about the political climate you're in. Think about everything that you're in every single day of your life. It's all just dread and misery over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And I think who knows, that might honestly be, you know, some weird human, emotional, soul-sucking machine. There's a whole history behind it, too, and I could go on all day, but I'm just going to sound like a dumb hillbilly to you guys if I just keep on going and going and going about this stuff. But you should look it up. It's interesting to read about. But yeah, and no, I'm not going to get all fucking too down the rabbit hole with you guys, just because I don't want to fuck with anybody like that, you know? I'm trying to keep this channel all about the metal, but then again, that situation's kind of metal when you think about it, huh? Into cold darkness. It's raining and it's kind of cold outside, so this is a perfect song for Into Cold Darkness, huh? But yeah, think about, I mean, I went kind of down that rabbit hole, and it's made me very miserable and depressed. And so, I kind of just tune out the world now. Because all I see is just like dread and misery everywhere I go. It's weird. It's kind of like the They Live movie where he puts on the glasses and he sees everything. I'm not trying to sound like a main character syndrome. I'm just saying, well, I'm giving you my point of view at the end of the day. I'm only one person. You are your own person as well. You also have your point of view of how, and your own perspective of how the world is. So it is what it is. They Live is a great movie, though. I definitely love the fight scene with Roddy Piper and the other guy in the alley. That lasts forever. Speaking of movies, I watched a movie I'd never seen before, and I should have. The Wishmaster. Now that is a cool fucking movie. That's what I want. It was made in 1997. I didn't know what to expect. Because the 90s is known for like the Scream era, so more like the teeny boppy horror movies. But no, this one was pretty brutal actually. Fucking when he's causing chaos in the beginning in that fucking place and at that party, and that one guy's like his skeleton fucking burst out of his chest. His own skeleton leaves his own body and becomes like a fucking demon. That's fucking cool. And then there's a part where that one guy's being forced to turn into a snake, a human snake hybrid. There was some cool special effects in that fucking movie. I fucking love the way the fucking genie looks. He looks like a badass. I wish when they made those new Star Wars movies that the Sith Lords would have looked like the dude from the Wishmaster. I can imagine like a red lightsaber in that dude's fucking hand. Disney don't want that though. They want, I don't know, bad things, not good things. So anyway, but yeah, The Wishmaster. That's a dope horror movie. You should see it if you haven't. There's that one part where the puppets coming. It looked kind of there was scenes that reminded me of Hellraiser with the gore and the demons. Oh, Uncanny Valley. He turns that one lady into a mannequin. She's like, he asks her, "Do you wish for your beauty to be beautiful forever?" And she goes, "Yes." And bam, you're a mannequin now. Oh, and that was awesome. And then there was that one point where he's like, "Oh, do you wish for $1 million?" And that greedy dude's like, "Yeah, I wish for $1 million." And so he's like, "Aha, wish granted." And then he kills the guy's mom in an airplane crash after she signs a will to give him $1 million. That shit's crazy. I'm gonna watch 2, 3, and 4. My friend said 2 is good, but 3 and 4 is kind of bad, so we'll find out, huh? But yeah, The Wishmaster. Go watch that movie if you haven't. That's a badass fucking movie. I do wish I could see Vital Remains again one more time. I wish I could have seen it with Glenn Benton. I don't think they really did a lot of performances together, though. But yeah. This is always a really good album, though. Alright, I'm hitting almost a 14-minute mark, so this is a good vlog, I think. Very productive. Anyway, comments in the comment section. What is your favorite Vital Remains album? And what do you think of places such as the Satanic Temple and the Levian Satanism and Archons and Reptilians and Wishmaster? What's your favorite Wishmaster movie? Say something in the comments about it below. Look at me below. Peace out.